Week 17 of the NFL. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Browns and the Titans under the lights on Sunday night.
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup in town as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. the numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a throw to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The Titans at 14-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They're absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball... Right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On first down, Fields.
Complete to Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss.
That's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 83 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second down now, Way.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's a lovely run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. And a little floater there is incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is going to have the Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Tua.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you just...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Forced out to it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. But that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin.
Griffin. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try the left side. Campbell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Campbell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Fields.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Browns getting set to go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their hole with a pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd down, it's Griffin. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second. Zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd down, it's Griffin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Fields now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now Tennessee going to use
use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown catch in the victory. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
In Orlando, as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they on third. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Tua now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Tua going to throw. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Fields now on second down. Looking end zone for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run. It's Campbell. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Jones on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Play action. It's Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Jones. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Campbell. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's Third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Campbell. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. But now he appears to be in some pain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Fields. This is caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
His throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Here's White. They set up the screen. And get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Fields on 1st down. Going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the option left is Fields. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical. Stretch in the 4th. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Hopkins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. For right side here, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Caught here by Griffin. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
And loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he's got Booker. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Throwing on first down. Hopkins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive. The ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable